What's up, guys? So today I'm going to tell a story about how I almost transferred. So obviously, if you don't know, I went to Lindsey Wilson College. That's an NAIA school in Columbia, Kentucky, and I won 3 national titles there. But regardless, it wasn't all, it wasn't all good. A couple of times, and I mean more than a couple of times, me and my coach, Coach Ruff, we got in lots of arguments. I believe it was at the Lindenwood Open tournament. I lost a match to a guy named Colt McKiernan, who I would actually eventually go on to beat the next year, from SIUE. And I forfeited out of the tournament after I lost the match. I basically made up an injury. I was young, I was dumb, and I was really insecure about myself and the things I was doing. So anyways, long story short, we go back to the school, and I'm basically blaming Ruff for this. I can't really remember exactly why I'm blaming Ruff for my loss. I think I was telling him about pressure and other things like that. And basically me and him just start arguing, shouting at each other, and I tell him, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit the team. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to Grandview. Grandview, if you guys don't know, is basically the best team ever in the NAIA. 10-time national champions, 2017 Hall of Famers, great coach, great team. But basically I told him, bump this, I'm done. I'm going to Grandview. I can win national titles there. They have better coaches. They have better training partners. I feel like I'm not prepared here. And honestly, all of that was a lie. All of it was a lie. I told myself in my head I lost because I was missing A and B. I didn't have good enough coaches. I didn't have good enough partners. I wasn't at a good enough school. And it was all a lie. I know it wasn't true. It was BS, and I know it, and my coaches knew it. And my coach, he basically just told me to shut up and go do it. If I'm gonna do it, go pull the trigger. And man, he's a freaking genius, man. He's crazy and insane, but I love him because he is a genius, because he knew what I was going through. I was young and I was insecure, and I just lost the match, and I was the #1 kid in the country in the NAIA, and I lost that guy who was maybe 15 or 16, Division I, and I was just way better than. And he knew that I was hurting, and that I had never really been in that situation before. And the reason I make this video is here's some advice, guys. Especially for our younger athletes, it's totally fine to lose, man. It's totally fine to lose matches. And just because you've lost doesn't mean you're necessarily doing anything wrong. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was training well. I was eating well. I was doing all the things I was supposed to do. But I lost, and sometimes that happens, man. And for me, I literally had never felt that before. I'd never been #1 in anything I did, not in high school, not my first year of college. And so when I was #1 and I actually ended up failing very early on in the season, I was like, crap, I gotta blame someone. Well, realistically, there was no one to blame. There was no one to blame. It's just, it happens. You lose. Sometimes you just lose. And matter of fact, that's where I came up, with the good thing. I've talked about this before, whether it's my blog post on VictoryWrestlingAcademy.com, whether that's on here, whether it's on Instagram. You lose, and when you lose or you get hurt, something bad happens, you just have to say good. Good, it happens. No problem, no factor. This isn't going to define me. But at the time I didn't know, and so basically what I did is I had blamed my coaches, I had blamed my team, I had blamed everyone else. I even blamed myself a little bit, and I was like, crap, I gotta make a better choice. I gotta go to Grandview, and I gotta go there because I know I'll win a national title if I go to Grandview. I know I'll have better partners. I know they have a national champion heavyweight as a coach on their team too at the time, and it's like I guarantee success. And I want to urge you guys, don't take the guarantees all the time, because going to the best program, although it's an amazing program with great people, great coaches and stuff, does not guarantee your success. You guarantee your success. The work you put in, the ability to stay consistent, and the ability to continue to get up when you get pushed down, and to do all those little stupid corny things that we always hear. The ability for you to just be persistent in your journey where you're at, and have loyalty. Don't have blind loyalty, of course, but to not decide to switch up immediately. That's the story, guys. It's not where you are, it's who you are. Take your time, Eventually you'll win, and maybe you won't. But whatever it is meant to be. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Glad I didn't transfer.